When I saw this picture the other day, I am not even exaggerating, but I had a literal, like, I physically felt sick. Like, I physically felt like I wanted to vomit. My heart, I had a heavy pressure on my heart, and my spirit was fucking shook. And if you're a spiritual person, or like hypersensitive, or empath, or just whatever, you know what I mean. When you contact bad fucking energy, or bad people who got bad energy, and your spirit shakes, you know what I'm talking about. It's sad because I know what it feels like to have a mother that don't even have basic human empathy for you. Like the person that is supposed to protect you and love you the most don't have basic human empathy for you, and don't even see you as a human being worth protecting, having value, or loving. I believe fetuses or unborn children in their mother's wombs can feel that energy. And before you're even welcomed into the world, you know your mother doesn't even give you the simple humanity. That is sad. And I kind of hope that this is some fucked up way of trying to be edgy. I don't know why you think that this is going to make anybody upset or anything. I feel sad for this person. I feel sad for her unborn child, and I feel sad for her. I only hope the day she looks at her baby's face and she remembers what she showed to the world, that her baby was not even worth valuing, protecting, or loving, that she regrets every single second of that, because that image will be online for the rest of her and that baby's life. This is why I myself was never ever personally pro-choice, and it just never sat right with me. It never felt right in my spirit. It never felt right with me, like, as my intuition. There was always something very dark and disturbing about it to me. And it wasn't even like just the act of it, of course, that had a big part to do with it. It was just the behavior of the people who championed it the most, the people who were the loudest. It was just the absolute inhumane, unempathetic conversation around the act of abortion, around of ending human life, around of ending your offspring or someone else's offspring. That never sat right with me. The fact that people have celebrate and shout your abortions, and baking cakes and dancing and having parties and literally celebrating the loss of life, and almost has this ravenous, almost fanatical lust to want to have that option so badly. I don't understand that mindset, and I thank God. Oh my God, I thank God that I don't have that mindset. Would never want to be that person.
Yo, these dumbasses were making a live on TikTok, and they were explaining about how, oh, pro-life is good, abortions are bad, yada yada, all this and that. And I had to pop in and give my 2 cents. And they were like, they're babies. It's a human. Humans have rights, and you're gonna kill it? That's a murder. And I'm like, listen, bitch. I would get pregnant just to abort it. You can't argue with me, okay? I'm psycho. I would fucking kill it.
Because there has to be something inside you that is just wrong, avoided, or numb to celebrate and be happy at the idea of loss of life. And before people go tell me that that doesn't happen, it happens. Go to TikTok. People are literally throwing parties, celebrating the loss of your own offspring. I recently watched Social Dilemma, and one of the things they said that was really interesting to me was that the sort of brainwashing programming, which is purposeful, of social media platforms and apps, they will literally have an entire generation go against their own human nature. It is against your human nature to celebrate losing your own offspring. That is against human nature. I can't be a part of that ideology. I don't want to be a part of that community. I don't want to be a part of that tribe. And I thank God that I don't desire that whatsoever, at all. That you can put up a picture like this and people actually applaud it. People want to talk about, you are dehumanizing me because you don't use my pronouns or respect my gender or my sexuality, but have no problem dehumanizing a life form just because it didn't pass through the birth canal. That doesn't make you strong. That doesn't make you strong at all. For the most part, it makes you irresponsible. and having a lack of accountability. It doesn't make you strong. And if that's the only thing you can hold on to make yourself feel better about belonging to a group that is very pro-abortion, not pro-choice, because there's many choices you can make when you get pregnant and before you get pregnant. No one's taking those choices away from you. But it seems like the only choice that you direly hold on to is the choice to cut off your own offspring and then celebrate it with all your girlfriends going, yes, queen, you're so strong. You're not strong. The mothers who raise their children are strong. You're weak. You're weak-minded. You're weak in spirit. You're weak emotionally. You're weak mentally. You're so weak that you can't even have a conversation, a real conversation with someone's pro-life. So you have to stay in your echo chambers and pretend that only conservative old white men are pro-life. Because you have to constantly keep reaffirming to each other that it's okay. It's okay that we're celebrating the death of offspring. It's okay that we're celebrating the death of the unborn. Or you have to tell yourself that, oh, it's healthcare. It's a human right. It's not. It's a westernized privilege. It's not healthcare. Healthcare is actually loving yourself enough to protect your body and protect your womb. Use protection. That's loving yourself. That's healthcare. But yeah, this is why I never wanted to be a part of this group. Even when I was a teenager. Most of my friends, I lived in LA, were pro-choice. Thank God most of my pro-choice friends are heathens and free bleed and their tits out all over the place as a form of protest. However, a lot of my friends are pro-choice and we just respect each other's beliefs. But nothing they've ever said made me feel right in my spirit that it was something to be celebrated and something to be happy for and something to push forth. But anyway, abortion is here to stay in the U.S. No matter what the TikTokers throwing a tinter tantrum on TikTok is saying. TikTok, can't talk. It's just the choice is getting pushed back to your state. So now it's up to the citizens to choose what type of abortion rights they want to have in the places that they live. Because choice, right? Choice.